welcome again everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to convert your structural formula to your skeletal formula. Now if you're doing organic chemistry, what you're going to find is that when you're drawing your hydrogens, drawing your carbons, you're going to be like, oh my god, this is just too much. There must be an easier way. Well, there is an easier way. And that easier way is your structural formula being converted to your skeletal formula. So today I'm just going to show you how to do your skeletal formula from your structural formula. And I'm going to give you 3 examples. So on the board, first of all, you can see my first example here. This is an alkene. So what I'm going to do really is just convert this to your skeletal formula. But for you to remember now what the skeletal formula is, you can watch my video on the formulae used in organic chemistry. So here we go now. Now all we have to do for this is we simply need to use points to represent the carbon atoms and the lines to represent the bonds. So this has 4 carbon atoms. So what we're going to do is find 4 points. So we have 1 point here, 2, 3, 4. Now this looks very weird, but trust me, it's going to represent this. So each of these points represent a carbon atom, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbon atoms. Alright, now remember what I said, the lines represent the bonds. So this line represents a bond, this represents a bond, and this represents a bond. You can clearly see that. Now you recognize here that there is a double line, which means that this is a double bond. So we need to show that in our structure down here. And for us to do that, all we need to do is draw 2 lines. There you go. This is this. Each carbon is a point, right? And the lines represent the bonds. This is a double bond, so you have 2 lines. Single bond, single bond. You're not showing the hydrogens. Remember from the video that your skeletal formula only shows the carbon backbone with any special atoms, any special groups, or any special bonds. So there you have our first example. Alright, so this is our second example now. In this example, you'll notice that I've highlighted OH and I've highlighted Cl. So now let me just do the skeletal for that. So remember, all you're going to be doing are drawing lines with these points. This has 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. So we need again 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these points as usual represent the carbon atoms. Alright, and the lines of course represent the bonds. So now I've represented all my carbon atoms. I need to now show the OH and the Cl. So all I need to do is, there you go. And that's that. It's as simple as that. That's all. Now this structure is represented by this. Both of these 2 things are the same thing. This is just a simpler way. Now you should be realizing that no, I don't have to be drawing all of these hydrogens and all of these carbons, which is very tedious, something that we don't want to do. So on to our third example. Now in this example, you will notice that I have a double bond again, and I have a CH3 group, which is a part of the main chain. So let me just convert this now to a skeletal formula. So what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms. So we need 5 points. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count to make sure we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. There you go. Now remember, the lines represent bonds and the points represent the carbon atoms. So now we need to show any special bonds or any special groups attached to the carbon atom or to the carbon backbone. Alright, so we have the CH3 here and we have the double bond there. So what we need to do is put in 2 lines there. 2 lines. Let me just straighten that a bit. So we put 2 lines there. Good. And then now we need to put in the CH3, which is 1 carbon atom. So we could actually use 1 point to represent that 1 carbon atom, which is going to be this. There you go. See, this is 1 point. And that means this is 1 carbon atom. Just as though right here is one carbon and this is another carbon, this is carbon, this is carbon, this is carbon. So each point represents a carbon atom. Now for simplicity, if it looks a little bit weird, what you could do is just put in some dots to represent the carbon atom. So you put a dot there. That way you feel a little bit more comfortable with the information. So you know that those dots represent carbon atoms. This is not what you're going to see in literature, but it may help you in your own notes. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Converting your structural formula to your skeletal formula. I hope you find this helpful. Please like and subscribe to my channel, G Squared Academy, where excellence is epitomized. I'll see you next time.